So a few hundred cantio later, I should be able to just go click, click, click. So there we go, we've bought it. And I do believe that is the one foci and the Silverwood's wands and staffs and all that finished. I believe the core of infusion's finished, so I've clicked on infusion, and I think that should do for about an episode, and I'll get onto the rest of this page later on, I believe, or I might do alchemy first. But I think that wraps up an episode, so thank you for watching, hope it helped, and join me next time. Hello and welcome to episode 4 of the Thaumcraft research cheat sheet. Now last time we've left off researching the foci, and we basically came across the realization that, well, we can't get the warding one here, we also can't get the Thumium caps, and pretty much anything that involves infusion. Now it would be a bit confusing if you didn't know that, as in never played the Thaumcraft before, but I think I found the route to get to it, which would be in essentially distillation. So let's see if I can get that one researched. And it seems on my paper that's why it's not working. Let's get a few stacks of that. And I'm going to be out of ink soon. So there's a few little things to take care of. And here we go. Essentially distillation. And this is what I was on about with limus. Limus is quite an unusual one. Basically you get alpha slime balls, not the most what you expect to find in the essentially distillation. So let's see, that takes down to water, Victus being terra and water being found over here, limus being the same. Okay, so basically I'm going to alternate between water and probably just because I can, I'm going to go for something like glim and water. I just do that again because why waste? So Perdito means vacuous, order and fire, vacuous being air. So I believe this was a good one. There, and we'll then get out air to go to vacuous. So you can look for yourself to see if there's a more efficient method for this, but basically I'm just going to transfer water to air between motus. And we should have distillation, which automatically opens the warden jars and labels, and I believe it should open up infusion. So there's research notes here. Fabrico, mechanism. I haven't used that one yet, if I can find it. Machina, being motus and tools. So we'll see what that takes us. The tools made up of humanus and order, humanus cognito, but order is fine anyway because it'll make up potentia. So let's take machina, break it down to, perhaps motus is a good way to go. To air, to motus, back to air, and vacuous. For Fabrico, let's see what we've got. Tools and humanus. Tools giving you order and humanus. Humanus giving you cognito. I believe order would work with potentia. So let's take this down to there. There for order to potentia to order to potentia. And we have our infusion. And it opens up a whole lot of research. So before I get distracted by infusion, let's go back and finish off what we left off here. Or should we do this afterwards? I don't think it'd take too long. Let's go warding. cognito, so it's earth. So that should be an easy one. I can just find them. I wish Azenor would add in a better method of finding them than this. So, Thumium, armor, again earth. So Thumium to tools, the instrumentum, straight to order. And I think Perdito Potentia is probably a good one to go for this. Just because they're close to each other. And there we go. And I'm sure there would have been a route between Cognito to Spiritus. Spiritus to Victus. I'm sure you find a bridge between those two. Wand recharge pedestal. Let's see if we can do this one quickly. Ooh. Now I can tell immediately I'm going to need air to void to air again, back to the void. And Mercantio, forget. It's going to be air, not directly air. It's going to be vacuous to air to motus. And motus. Air, Potentia. Right, so let's go from here. We can get Cantio, Potentia, and now we just need to find the link, so order should be fine. So there we go. And the recharge focus, which is a buyable, so that's not too bad. And now for these ones. Done, 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 and not so done. I'm missing Percantio. So here's the shift function. Could use a few of them. Done and done. Now let's get silver wand caps. So order bit of a smaller playing field in this one. Let's see what we can do. Percantio might be a good start. We take that down to Potentia and Ordo. That should connect. Lucrum. Perhaps that's not a good order then. Perhaps put Percantio there to then go into Potentia and Order, and then we can go off of Percantio and go with Vacuum, which I believe would go into this one for Lucrum. And the tools should hopefully, incidentally enough, work with something. Void going to Humanus. Nothing like that. There's a method through Motus, but that might be a long way around. Let's see if I can come up with something different. Okay, so there is a way to take it from here, but I think the best one is going to be what I did basically earlier on. Let's take Percantio to Potentia to Order. Actually, that's not even needed, that one there. Forget that even existed. Just take it from there, Potentia, Ordo, and there. And you're done. Silverwood wand caps. Silverwood wand. Silver wand caps. Let's see. Thumium time. This will be fun. So let's get stuck in. And like we're just taking it down to order. So, Cantio, Potentia, both sides, order, both sides, Potentia, let's put this one there, order there, and this one goes to order again. This one needs to go back to Potentia. So there we go. Just need to give you that for a second. And let's see if we can finish this page. Silverwood wand. No, wrong bit. So I think we've gotten from instrumentum to Precantio a dozen times now. And if we go to air along the way, that shouldn't be too bad. So, let's see what we can do here. Let's take Precantio. And go with vacuous. And just because I've used so much air recently, vacuous, predito, vacuous, predito, vacuous, potentia, and potentia, Precantio, and then we can go from there to arbor, which will take the route of air. So back to vacuous. However, we'll go for the route of order to get the instrumentum, which means potentia. We need some more of that. I need a lot more of that. Well, I might get some more of this. A whole lot more of that. So let's go order, potentia, order. Now vacuous goes by air. Let's say vacuous again. And air. So I'll give you that for a second. And finally we're on to magic staffs. So let's see what we're dealing with here. Looks like basically the same setup but smaller. So let's take this and go into void Precantio. I believe it was void potentia, and we're going to go to the root of order and the root of air. So watch that for a second, and there we go. Oh, and we've got a Silverwood staff core. I think that's a viable, but I'm currently short on too much. So that's Precantio and instrumentum. Oh, and there's a whole new staff part of it. So I can get that one. Missing instrumentum and magic. So, need a whole lot more of this. And need a fair bit more of this. And a complete truck full of this. Okay, so let's go finish this research then. Again, out of magic. Let me go take care of this. So let's see how we fare this time. Instrumentum. Something tells me I'm going to need a lot more aspects.